All right, so check this, right? Before we even get started, I just want to apologize up front because as a man, I can admit when I was wrong. The other day, I said some things I probably shouldn't have said because I was upset and I was hurt. So I'm just laying it all on the table right now before we even start this video. When I said that Juelz Santana was a crackhead because of the Versuz battle, I probably shouldn't have said that. Day after day. When I said Jim Jones ain't from Harlem no more because of the Versuz battle, I probably shouldn't have said that. Day after day. When I said, oh, you know, I actually never posted that. I was just thinking that right now. My bad, I'm bugging. But anyways, listen, real quick disclaimer before we even start this video, If you're the type of person that invites me over to a cookout and I go make a hot dog and it's not a saline hot dog, this video is probably not for you. And if you're the type of person at that same cookout, I go get a hot dog and you got value brand ketchup, this video is probably not for you. All jokes aside, I'll go order a small fry from McDonald's and take 30 packets of real ketchup before I ever go buy bootleg ketchup. I don't care. I'll be down there 40 in a few years. And I will steal from the store real ketchup before I buy fake ketchup. But anyway, this video is probably not for you. And last but not least, and I don't know if this is just a New York thing, y'all let me know in the comments if this happens where you guys are at, but last but not least, if you're the type of person that goes to the grocery store and you bring your own grocery bags, this video is probably, well, you know what? This video might not be for me, because I swear I got about 100 grocery bags in my trunk right now, because I don't know, like I said, where you guys at, I don't know how it is, but in New York State, they charge you for grocery bags. So I always bring my own grocery bag, and I always forget them in the car, and I actually buy more grocery bags when I leave the grocery store, so it's pointless. But anyways, these disclaimers had absolutely nothing to do with this video, but let's get started.
Unfortunately for him, he didn't choose this life. His pop said, you gon' do it, you gon' do this right. Remember, a real man never proves his type. And you gotta be smarter than them dudes you like. And in the garage, bro, as far as them cars go. DJ Bandana.
Hey, what's going on? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I Am Buffalo. Listen, this has been this is an understatement. This has been the longest week of my life, and to top it off, I had to watch the Dipset funeral live and in action. But listen, before we even get to that, because this is going to be a short video, but it's going to be some informative things that I'm going to tell you in this video. But before we even get to that, I know a while ago I was telling you guys know Donnie Grams, you guys know Spills. Donnie Grams has a song called Hustle. We've been promoting the remix for a while, and it says featuring Spills and myself. So Donnie Grams has a song featuring Spills and myself. A lot of people was like, featuring, but you're a DJ, so are you hosting it? Because they should have said hosting instead of featuring. Listen, the whole video is out. Links below. Check out the whole thing. This is a little clip of my part right here, but the whole video, link below. Check out the whole video. Go show my man Donnie Grams some love. This Hustle remix, DJ Bandana Black. Yo. Young nigga hustle. When you come from where I come from, I swear that shit'll change you. But we can talk about them days too. They know Bandana Black, but you don't know me. You don't know about them nights with no lights, a couple weeks with no heat. So growing up, I wanted to be like Mike. Not the one with the ball, but the one that would ball. He had the chain and the rims, matched the Honda Accord. Oh Lord, all gold, everything. No TJ, and this before Bandana Black, I was no DJ. I swear I can't give him a full 16 straight out of retirement.
Young nigga hustle like a motherfucker. Young nigga hustle. They watch the young nigga hustle like a motherfucker. Young nigga hustle.
Alright, so that right there was Donnie Grams' Hustle remix featuring yours truly, Bandana Black and Spills. Well, I gotta say Spills and Bandana Black because he's more important and a better rapper, and actually a rapper. But that's neither here nor there. Make sure you go on the link and check out the whole thing. But listen, for those of you who just watched that little clip, this is gonna tie into this whole Dipset thing, right? Did you notice anything about what I was wearing in this video? Maybe colors or anything around my head, anything that Juelz Santana might have been wearing the same thing, or Dipset might have been wearing the same thing? You're absolutely right. Listen, I'm going to keep it 100% honest with you guys. Without Juelz Santana and Dipset, there would be no Bandana Black. Like the guy you watch right now, the name Bandana Black, you would have never heard that name without Juelz Santana. I am the #1 Dipset. I'm part of Dipset. I ain't even well, I was part. I quit now, but before this Versuz battle, I was a part of Dipset. Like that's how much I prided myself in Dipset. #1 Dipset fan. My whole neighborhood, like damn near my whole city is based off of, especially my neighborhood, off of Dipset. I feel like my childhood was a lie. But we're going to get into it, and I'm going to tell you the real reason why Dipset lost this battle. I'm not even going to say law. They got like, it wasn't even a battle. It's like fight back. Like, there's nothing they can do. So I'm just going to give you my quick recap because my social media has been going crazy. Unfortunately, since the Versuz Battle, I really haven't been able to be on social media only because my whole social media is everybody laughing at me, checking on me, make sure I ain't suicidal because Dipset lost. I've had label reps call me. That's not label reps that Dipset or Lox was never signed to. Call me directly. Yo, bro, I'm just checking up on you. I notice your peoples and all that too. We're just making sure you're okay. Take some time, you'll be all right. So this is the reason why I think Dipset lost this battle. First of all, I remember in the beginning of the battle when Camron got on stage, and like I've never been in New York City at all in my life, so I didn't even know that. I thought like Yonkers, Harlem, Manhattan, I thought all those were like different places. Well, anyways, Camron got on stage and was like, yo, listen, we at home, so y'all got to go first. This is our home, this is our territory, New York City, Harlem, Manhattan, and all that. So when Killer Cam said that, I'm like, oh, it's lit. Dipset about to take off because you can't come back from that. You got New York versus New York, and the people that's from the actual city of New York was like, yo, y'all ain't even from here, so y'all got to go first. And what does Jadakiss say? This is very important. What did Jadakiss say? You live in Miami. End of story. Like, you lost that round. As soon as Jadakiss said, you live in Miami, you lost that round because you, Camron, because you, Killer, got on there all arrogant. So even when that happened, I was like, you know what? They lost, but I'm the #1 Dipset fan. Something gonna happen. They gonna bring themselves back. So what happened after that? Jim Jones. Now, I want to say this, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything like that too, but the only way that I can put this right, well, I'll say it first and I'll give you an example. So, Jim Jones, obviously, friends with Melly, Mel Matrix, Nine Trey, all that. That's his people, that's his family and all that. That's cool. Now, I understand when people are locked up, open investigations, stuff like that, you kind of don't want to, like, bring heat to yourself. So, do I think that Jim Jones, would it have been smart for Jim Jones to shout them out on stage? Honestly, I don't know. It might have got him jammed up, it might have got them jammed up. I don't know. Do I think that it's absolutely horrible that the ops shouted out your peoples before you did? Jadakiss got on stage and shouted out Nine Trey, shout out Melly, Mel Matrix, everybody. Before Jim Jones. These are your big homies. They're in your house. They in Harlem. Remember, this ain't your home. They're in your home shouting out your homies that's locked up and the people that have been risking their life holding you down, and you ain't even shout them out before kissing them. Now, I didn't even fought them there. Like, now, mind you, I'm the #1 Dipset fan. I've never said anything bad about Dipset or Fantasia. That's two things. Even on this channel, I'll block somebody, they say something about Dipset or Fantasia. So even with that happened, I was like, you know what? They lost 2 rounds because of that. They can have a comeback. All Jim Jones got to do, get on, do a hot song, maybe play like some Max B, maybe play some of the other Dipset members that was actually in the crowd, 40 Cal, Uncasa, J.R. Ryder. Who else was out there? J.R. Ryder, 40 Cal, Uncasa, and Hell Row. Did I say Hell Row? Anyways, they was in the crowd. So they didn't put them on there. So I was like, you know what? Jim gonna come play one of them songs, bring us right back out of there. What did Jim Jones do? Shout out Nine Trey, Mel Matrix, you know it's Nine, whatever he was saying. But basically, it's too late because Kiss said it first. So now you lose points for even that because the ops, and when I say ops, I'm saying because they were versing D-Block and them, or the Lox, the ops shouted out your big homies before you. So I was like, you know what? They lost this battle. So I'm gonna keep it you. So when we were watching this battle, we started to drink. I really wasn't even paying attention to most of the Dipset stuff that was going on because Lox was killing them. And then what happened? Juelz Santana. Now, remember in the beginning of this video, I was telling you that my name wouldn't be Bandana Black without Juelz Santana. You know that song that Juelz Santana played? It was like, Juelz Santana. They used to replace that part with Bandana, and that's how I got the name, because one of my friends had died. We used to wear the bandanas. Rest in peace, Randy. And it's a long story short, that's how I got the name Bandana Black. Juelz Santana like he was on a perky 80. I ain't gonna call him a crackhead, but he looked like he was on a perky 80. I'm gonna keep it G. I don't know what he was on. Maybe he was tired, a little dehydrated, and his outfit was, I don't know how to dress. Like, I can't dress at all. That's why I wear a lot of red or black and red, because everything matches with black and red. I don't know how to dress. But these guys pride themselves on being fly, being flashy, being those guys. Juelz looked like a, bro, I'm really upset. Like, I'm gonna keep it on my daughter. When I was watching that battle, my eyes got watery. That's how upset I was about this Dipset thing. Because I can see it for like a close battle, but they got beat and embarrassed, like horribly bad. So where was that? Okay, cool. So the Camron joint, I know Juelz Santana come out. He don't know the words to his songs. Jim don't know the words to his songs. Jim Jones getting jewelry delivered to him. Oh, this is where I thought they was gonna come back. So mind you, after everything that I just said about them losing the battle and all that. So Jim Jones, after the op shouted out his homies and stuff like that too. Now, you guys know with 6ix9ine that Jim Jones' homies allegedly robbed 6ix9ine for a chain, beat him up and stuff like that too. I don't know if you guys actually ever paid attention to this, but I pay attention to detail. He never popped back up with that chain. 6ix9ine wound up getting another chain. He never actually popped up with that chain. So when Jim Jones got the chain delivered to him during the Versuz battle, I was looking, I was like, is that 6ix9ine chain? 'Cause if that would have been 6ix9ine chain, battle over, Dipset won. I don't care if the op shout out your homies first. If Jim Jones would have been on that stage with the chain that 6ix9ine got robbed for, they'd have won the battle. Would that have been something smart? Absolutely not. Probably would have got locked up after it. And then this is how much I was rooting for Dipset. I zoomed in on it. I was like, well, you know what? Maybe it is the chain. They just melted it down and used a part of it. So when I zoomed in, total different chains. I don't know why Jim got chains delivered during a funeral. He got a chain delivered to himself during his own funeral. First person in history. Jim Jones got a chain delivered to himself during his own funeral. I'm mad as shit right now. This video gonna get demonetized because I'm cursing. I'm sweating. I'm upset. Y'all don't understand, like, Dipset was it really let me down. Like, honest to guys, like, I feel like a little ass kid feeling like, yo, you guys let me down. You were my heroes. Like, they didn't even fight back. So, after the fact, after the battle, after they lost the battle, all that stuff, right? If you really pay attention to the battle, D-Block or Lox and them really didn't even play any of their big records, any of their hit records, like stuff that they should have played in the battle. They basically beat them with freestyles and just random ass songs. Like, literally, the Lox beat Dipset best songs with random freestyles and random songs. When I'm saying random, I mean, we know some of these songs, but it's not the biggest songs ever. So I honestly think this was a setup. I think this was a setup for Dipset because, I don't know, maybe this was like a power play by Cam. Maybe he got paid to lose, something like that, because Cam didn't really look too interested. One thing that I will say, remember years ago when Jim Jones and them was doing the interviews and stuff, and Jim was on Flex crying and all that type stuff. And I'm not saying it in a bad way, like grown men cry sometimes, shit happens. But when Cam was saying like Dipset is over and Juelz is on drugs and shit like that too, he's all like, yo man, you killing Dipset. No, we need them to bring back together. Honestly, I kind of regret that. I really wish that, and I can't even say this, I really wish that Dipset wouldn't have got back together. Because they're killing their own legacy right now. Juelz is really looking, Jim Jones at the op, shout out his big homies for him. Cam damn near doing a fashion show while his homies is dying. And you have shooters in the crowd. Like, you got 40 Cal, J.R. Ryder, Hell Rel, Uncasa. You have them in the crowd. Even if you wasn't going to let them perform, they should be on the stage with you. Y'all should be dressed like how y'all was dressed back then during when Dipset was popular. That was the only way that you guys were going to have an impact. Because honestly, when you're looking at Lox or D-Block, all those guys are lyrical. And I'm not saying Dipset isn't lyrical because honestly, Jim Jones is Dipset. For the last five to 10 years, Jim Jones is Dipset. Yes, Cam owned it, and that's the big homie, and he created it and all that too, but let's be realistic. Jim Jones kept Dipset name alive, and Cam Jai shitted on the whole Dipset. There's no reason why Uncasa, Hell Rel, all those guys should not be on stage with them. I can kind of maybe understand the whole, I ain't even gonna say that because that's I kind of understand maybe for this battle them not having Hell Rel on stage with them maybe per se, but there's no reason why you got J.R. Ryder and 40 Cal. You got two shooters, two sharpshooters, two snipers in the crowd, probably willing to get on stage and hold down something that they helped build, because I think Camron kind of feel like he's Dipset and everybody else is just disposable. You just bring him back when you need something, you get together and then you just disposable. I'm still Dipset, probably because he's selling merch and stuff like that, but Dipset is like, what's the word, nostalgic or like that too. So any type of clothing, anything that says Dipset, is still, that's forever going to, well, probably not after this verses. Before this verses will mean anything. As far as the actual music, Juelz was really their best like spitter in this whole thing. Juelz, I'm sweating and shit. Like, this really got me hot. Like, this video is definitely getting demonetized. I'm cursing too much, but I don't care. I got to get this out. I got to get this off my chest. I haven't even been able to talk to anybody about this. I literally, on my only daughter, when I was outside, shout out to my man DJ Big Rob, so he put up on me, we got a battle, watched the battle together. My eyes was watering watching what happened to Dipset, a grown man. And I got real life shit that I'm going through right now, like some real life, damn near life or death type shit. And this Dipset thing, man, I can't believe it. They really let me down. Like, so I just want to say I do apologize for calling Juelz Santana a crackhead and saying that Jim Jones ain't from Harlem. But shit, Camron said he ain't from Harlem. We just didn't rock with it because we were still believing in Dipset. But I think that it was really nothing that they can do. Like, the battle started off with you losing. There's no way somebody can say, this ain't your home, you're not from here, and then you say, well, it's not yours either because you live in Miami. And you really live in Miami. Or no, I forgot to say this part. This is the, oh my God. Listen, I'll tell you like this, right? Say if I'm in a club, and mind you, we're in New York, I'm in Buffalo, New York. Say I'm in a club, and somebody reaches to grab a bottle or something. Say the bottle lady is coming, you reach to grab a bottle. If you knock a nigga New York fitted off his head, whole club probably getting shot up. They grabbed Juelz bandana and frisbee the joint on the ground. It's not like he grabbed it and was like this and frisbeed it. He grabbed it without even looking and threw the joint down. He wasn't even worried about it. Like, and nothing happened. I don't promote violence, anything like that. Bro, your name is Juelz Santana. Bandana Santana, this is where we know you from. This is where they know me from. He threw your bandana down and you didn't do nothing, beloved. I'm not saying you had to fight or something like that, but at least like, yo, you going too far. That's the bandana, because that means something different. I thought it meant something different. That's just all I'm saying. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know, but I just wanted to get this out to you guys. Y'all hop in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about this whole Dipset battle. Honestly, and I'm not being funny when I say this, I gotta rearrange my top 5. I honestly do, because like this, it's not like a. I know you guys probably saying like, oh, it's just a versus battle, or just like no, like my life was based on like Dipset was a culture. Like I know people from like maybe Atlanta, different places, South like that too. Y'all don't really understand the impact that Diplomats and Dipset, even Locks, have on New York State as a whole. Like literally, my name would not be Bandana Black without it. The whole city wouldn't be pretty much what they is without Dipset. But I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I would say hopefully they are able to still like sell records and do stuff, but I don't really see them gaining any new fans off of this, and I really believe that they lost fans. Like I said, you know, if Bandana Black is saying that Dipset lost, not even lost, got demolished. Like they were embarrassed at the end. They was just styling on them like, "Yo, we got Grammys, y'all got Grams." They didn't even play the records that they had Grammys for damn near during the battle because they didn't even need it. They beat Dipset. They beat Dipset with random freestyles and verses. Y'all hop in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about this. Also, even more importantly, I want y'all to check out the video Donnie Grams featuring Spills, DJ Bandana Black, Hustle Remix. Links will be below. And if you like this shirt right here, drugs are really expensive. I will put the link down below too. You can grab you one of these shirts off of Amazon. I gotta let you guys know that I'll make probably like a couple cents off of every purchase if you do buy it on there. But any amount helps out. But yeah, Dipset lost. That was the worst funeral I ever seen, and Jim Jones is the first person in history to get a chain delivered to him at his own funeral. I don't know. It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, more respected, Mr. Hashtag I am Buffalo. I'm out.
UpstateAllStarsTV.com and Upstate New York Heat Show presents the Upstate All-Stars TV Backyard Barbecue. Friday, August 20th. Performing live. The Shea Butter Queen, Shay Noor, Unplugged.
It's for the ones who looking down on me and those who looking out for me. I gotta stay away from niggas who think they deserve pussy cause he took me out to eat. Cheap dates always come from a nigga I don't need.
Come see Shay Noor performing all her hits with a live band, the All-Stars Band.
Hey yo, say they on my level, I'm probably looking for you to
Streaming
snap.
live one night only, August 20th on the Upstate All-Stars TV Backyard Barbecue Show. This is one you don't want to miss.
I pray for wisdom more than I pray for money cause my mind the only thing that these crackers ain't taking from me. Them rainy days took a while to make them sunny. They hate me, then claim they love me, then pull up and make it bloody.
Watch the Upstate All-Stars Backyard Barbecue featuring Shay Noor, Unplugged, only on UpstateAllStarsTV.com, the independent network for independent artists.
Let's go.